Don't get sacked by the competition. For nearly 50 years, we've helped fans kick their football seasons off right with the full line of Lazy Boys and anything else your home might need. Come see us at Hines Furniture and Bedding, a proud supporter of all our local athletes.
89.6, 89.7, 89.9.
Right now, you can be out there for
1 hour.
1 hour with no equipment on.
Right.
So that's what you want to do?
But my problem is now when that thing bumps like it's getting ready to.
Well, see, also we're gonna have some clouds right here too, so it's a fine line out there.
So you telling me to go inside first?
No, I think we're okay.
Okay. All right. That's what we're gonna do. Hey, why are we walking? Why are we walking? Why are we walking? Let's go. Y'all know where we got to go. Let's have a good day. Let's have a good day today. Let's go. JV special teams over there. Hey, on the sideline, guys. Let's go. Gold H-backs on the field. Gold H-backs on the field. Here we go. Go Jeter, go Jeter. That it? Come on. 6 or 5? 6. 6. Good. Go ahead, Don.
90.
Well, I thought you were going to say. Coaches, don't let 3 periods go by without giving them water.
So this is a wet bulb globe temperature reader, and basically what it does is it not only reads the temperature, but it takes into account the wind, cloud coverage, humidity, and then gives you a reading. And based on that reading, it kind of tells us what we can wear at practice, how long we're allowed to be out here, and when we got to go inside because it's no longer safe. So it'll go down to 83 when we get cloud coverage, and that's perfectly fine to be out here, and we can be fully dressed. But once it starts to go up, so 87, we aren't allowed to have our practice pants on. So normally we don't wear those for practice anyway, so that's all right for us. And then once it goes to 90, we have to take all of our equipment off. Okay. And then 92.1, we gotta go inside.
You gotta let it run. When you let it run for a little minute, that might get cold. You can't just go in there and let it drink it.
What do you think the most satisfying thing is?
I don't think we've had a full practice where we've been able to wear pads the whole time, or even really stay out here the whole time, because we've had some random lightning storms also, which is something else that we're fighting. But yeah, I think last season, Coach Barnes said, I think week 9 or 10 was the first week we were able to practice with pads on all week without having to take them off.
Hey, I'm talking about.
He said too
hot.
Man, we gonna
2 of them. This is that Fiji water right here. That ain't the Aquafina.
that hot H2O.
The Aquafina, boy. When the ice all gone, that'd be that faucet water.
Hey, it hurts you. And, you know, we try to survive, and we get our players talk about, you know, we got to handle it and not let it be a reason why we don't play well on Friday. But I think, you know, during this time of year is supposed to be the time you're doing the most improving, and we have improved some, but it's hard to improve a lot when I think we've had 3 practices in the last 4 weeks where when the start of practice to the end of practice, we could have shoulder pads and helmets on. I'm not talking about practice pants too, just shoulder pads and helmets. And sometimes that does stunt you a little bit as far as growth as a program, and you hope you pick up when the weather drops some. But, you know, it's a state rule, so we're going to follow rules, and you know, you can't expect your players to do things right and follow rules if you're not going to follow them. So we live with it, and you know, our players really are accustomed to the heat, and everybody says that, but you know, it's hot here all year. Right. And you know, during the summer, so it's not as big a deal for us. It does limit us what we can do on the practice field, and then you have to really prioritize. You know, what are we trying to get done when we're out there? And the biggest hindrance it has towards you as far as individual time at each position. So, you know, if you only got an hour, you only got an hour and 30. I think an hour and 30 minutes was as long as we were out there this week. Was you know, you got to get through your team and inside and 7-on-7 stuff, and you got to scout for the defense, and so it eliminates a lot of individual time, which kind of stunts your growth sometimes. Don't drift, catch it then turn.
It's tough right now in August and September because we haven't been out in full pads yet. And you know, luckily that Coach Barnes works so well with us, and he don't like a lot of contact anyway. So that works out good for us. It lessens my job because less contact, less problems. And you know, obviously winning helps a lot too.
I'd like to say that we do things just as good as some small colleges. You know, from an organizational standpoint, from a game day standpoint, from a practice standpoint, from a rehabilitation with athletic trainers, from equipment. I mean, I think we give our kids just as good of a opportunity that some of the small colleges do. And I think just from our head football coach, our athletic director, and and from a lot of our community members, they really support it and such. So it's not like it's done in vain. You meet with these people and they tell you that the kids are doing X, Y, and Z. And so we try to make sure we do it in our building as well. So if it's just nutrition down to anything it is, we try to make sure we're giving our kids whatever like other big schools are doing and some small colleges.
For 35 years, Ace Parker Tire has been making sure you make it to all the big games. Whether it's new tires, an oil change, or something a little more challenging, your hometown boys will help you keep your drive alive. Come see us.
Good extension, bring it down.
Down. Back pedal.
Hey, roll out. Go.
Here we go, Rio. Rio, make sure we do this right now. All right, that's a little delay and come back under that guy. Vertical. Ball fake. You got me, it's glance. You got me? All it is glance to the second receiver. Okay.
Hey, man. Good, Darnell, good.
Here we go. Huddle. Probably what maybe is a little bit different from us and some other schools around here is we're a big believer in film as part of the preparation. We want our players to see our film, we want to see our opponent's film, and then we want to spend time in the classroom. We call it chalk talk, where we're going to be in the classroom for 30 minutes at each position with their individual coach, telling them what we're going to do. Here's the game plan. Here's what we're doing today. And then when we go on the field, we don't do a lot of talking on the field. We want to do practice, and practice may be shorter than some people practice, but it's supposed to be all doing things instead of talking about doing things. Our goal is always the same, as far as we want to win our county championship first. We can take care of that this Friday night. We want to do it convincingly, and we've been fortunate enough to do that every year we've been here. And then our other goal is to make sure we're region champions. We want to make sure we put our program in the best position to be successful in the state playoffs, and then we want to win a state championship and be relevant towards state championship. That's the part. Winning the state championship part's the one we hadn't gotten to yet, but it's going to come. We just have to keep grinding and putting ourselves in good positions and finding ways to win those tough games against great opponents that we're going to see in the playoffs.
I thought you said that.
Hey, check. Hey, strong, smoke, super. Strong, smoke, super.
I know you can, but you can't snap and catch it. I can snap too. Everybody right here, let's go! Everybody right here, let's go! Mooney, where was that one? Was that right there? Yeah.
I'll give you about an 8 on that one.
All I needed was a warm-up. You know, from a standpoint of today's environment where kids can go where they want to go and people are recruiting players to go to schools and you know, we've had some schools try to recruit some of our younger players, and then you know I want to keep going to our middle schools and saying this is what happened when we played Crestwood, this is what happened when we played Lakewood on varsity and JV and every level, and as long as we keep winning, then we eliminate the reason for people to go to one of our neighboring schools, and plus it's our first goal every year to win our county championship and make sure everybody knows who the best team is in this county. And we'd prefer for it not to be close. All right, big game for us this week. Lakewood, big county rival. We know the importance of being the county champions, right? All right, that's JV and varsity. Okay, so make sure we're preparing for that. Work on us every day. Okay, make sure we're getting better every day. It's not who we play, right? It's all about us. Do we get better? All right, if we get better, they don't have a chance. All right, as long as we get better every day. Okay. Any questions? Yes, sir. All right, everybody right here. Family on 3. Yeah. Family on 3. 1, 2, 3. Family.